probably going to get a lot of slack for this. But based on my observation, right, I honestly feel like black women carrying their own men. We literally carrying our own men at times. We act like Karens. What do I mean by that? Y'all seen those videos where you have white women who play victim because they're being recorded. You know, we know this, but they'll play victim when they're around a black man, or if they feel like they're not in control or intimidated, they'll play victim. Black women, we do the same things. We'll get the law or courts involved when we feel like we're not in control or we're not getting what we want, between the publicly shaming and insulting of our men, to act like we're victims in every situation when dealing with men. We carrying our own men. I've just seen too many instances and too many situations where we are doing things out of spite. And to say that we're not is a straight up lie. I just think it's amazing that women in general just think whatever a woman says, it's the truth. We all have seen time and time again, women are liars just as much as men are liars. I'm not going to believe a woman because she's a woman. I need to know the story. I need details. I need to know the type of woman you are. You just don't up and believe women just to up and believe women, because once again, women will lie just as much as men will lie. So, black women, I honestly feel like at times we Karen or act like Karens when it comes to our own men.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. And I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. And I would like to give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua while listening and studying to show ourselves approved. This is Brother Bayan from the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hebrew Israelite Camp, coming back to you with another quick lesson. And the title of this lesson will pretty much be something like the danger of giving your strength to a woman. All right. And as you can see in the opening clip, you saw that pretty much the Israelite woman, but she said black. And of course we know that we as the Hebrew Israelite, we don't call ourselves black, because if you look up the meaning of black, it means void of light, wicked, and so on and so forth. But anyway, but she basically just broke down a lot of things that make it dangerous to give your strength to a woman that's like that. When she said the so-called black woman carrying the black men, all right, so-called black men, right, which is pretty much the Israelite man. And there's a danger behind that, especially when you give your strength over to a woman like that, okay? And so this post right here actually was inspired me to do this lesson, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I just had other things that just came up that I can just add on right along to it. All right, so as you can see in this post right here on the screen, it said the black woman chases the dollar. Okay, which lines up perfectly with what the lady was saying in the video, because they chases the dollar. Why? Because she kept on her knees by the dollar. The black man chases the woman held back in life by lust, both inferior to the white man who controls the dollar, which controls the black woman through materialism, who controls the black man out of lust. All right. And so that actually brings me to the very first scripture. All right. But you can see when she in the opening clip, she basically explained that the so-called black woman act like the white woman when she feel like she have no control, and she basically do things like publicly shame her man and so on and so forth. Okay, look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, Tyrese situation, and it's a whole lot of other situations. I have personal testimony that I can actually talk about, right? So real quick, let's get to the first precept. All right, so we got the first precept, which I got a list of precepts that I have on the screen, right? And so this is the book of Proverbs 25 and 28. Let's pull up the Bible real quick and we'll go ahead and get to the scripture. Okay, because as you saw that post, and then you seen the type of women that Salaki, hold on. Damn, Salaki, I'm getting ready to sneeze, but it ain't coming out. But anyway, alright, Salaki, so let's get ready to read Proverbs 25. Matter of fact, we will put this up in a blue letter. Proverbs 25 and 28. And we actually read the NLT version as well too. Because if you're one of those simp Jake, you know, that pretty much allow your woman to do any and everything, there's a danger that comes with it. And not only that, simp Jake is also a dangerous person too, because he, you know, matter of fact, let's read it. Proverbs 25 and 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. All right, and you read that in the NLT version, it said a person without self-control is like a city with broken down walls. And see, and it said a person without self-control. And so not only is that person or that simp, that man, can be easily manipulated, okay, he can also be easily manipulated into doing something dangerous, which hence the title of this lesson, The Danger of Giving Your Strength to a Woman. Okay, and it's twofold, it goes both ways. Okay, and so with it goes both ways, man. So you got that situation. Matter of fact, a quick testimony. Earlier today, before I got ready to start my route today, man, you know, cause I'm actually on the job taking a quick little break, and you know, we have our little company vehicles, and the company vehicle have like a back mirror. Well, to make a long story short, we had this Edomite woman basically was driving and basically getting ready to back out, and she was getting ready to start her route, and she ended up backing into another truck, and the back mirror came off. And mind you, that truck that she backed into, there was a mechanic up under the truck. Okay, so she literally hit that truck, right? And so she gets out, and you know, the back mirror of her truck was basically on the ground, and it really that's a safety rule. You know, you can't drive the truck without without that back mirror, because you can't see behind the truck without that mirror. But anyway, so this mechanic hurry up and get from under the truck, and mind you, this I mean, most guys would look at her and she's a attractive woman, not, you know, but this other Edomite that was on basically fixing the truck, he was under the truck, and he gets out, and then he pretty much sees her face. I guess he's a sucker for pretty faces. Never mind the fact that this man could have lost his life this morning by her backing into that truck. That truck could have fell on him. That he was up under the truck, right? And she backed into the truck, not paying attention, not doing whatever she wanted. And the Edomite woman, her not having no type of accountability at all, she's worried about not the man's life, but she's worried about the mirror. She's worried about her getting in trouble, not worried about whether that dude was okay or not. And this dude's oblivious to the fact that he could have lost his life, man. And basically, he's helping her out. He's defending her, basically saying, "Don't worry about it. Just drive and go do your route, and say that the mirror fell off." And I just looked and I said, "Man, ain't that boy?" And my truck right next to her, so I'm, you know, and so when she get ready to, I basically just move all the way out the way. I walked all the way to the side so she won't hit me, because I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is wrong with her? Why the hell they allow this woman to work and shit, and they don't even tell her how to use the damn mirrors on the truck? But you know, but that's just a certain danger right there, man. This man could have lost his life today, okay? But that's just something that I just witnessed. Right? And that goes back to what we just got to reading in Proverbs 25 and 28. A man that have no rule over his own spirit. Okay? He didn't have enough dignity, he didn't have enough integrity just to cuss that woman out and be like, "Hey, you need to go follow the simple rule. Like, that's the safety rule. You're a mechanic. You know these rules. That's the safety rule. You cannot drive that truck. You need to go report that mirror so we can write in report so we can send another mechanic out to fix that. He didn't do all of that. He basically disregarded the rule and told her to go finish her route and do whatever. That's the danger of giving your strength to a woman, man. And there's a couple of other examples that I can, we can go on and on about these type of stories, man. But the point is there, okay? And so with that, bring me to the next precept, which is Proverbs 31. And we start at verse 1, all right? And it says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him, what my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vow. Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth king. You see that? And so, just looking at the Edomite, just looking at that whole dynamic, not only he could have lost his life, the thing that really happened, he can actually lose his job right about now, okay? Because he didn't report what really happened, all right? He basically told her to disregard everything that happened and go on about your day, okay? So he can still lose his job right now, and he basically gave his strength instead of doing the right thing, okay? So real quick, let's see what the. But when it said, give not thy strength to a woman, let's see what the Hebrew word for strength is in the blue letter. So like, hold on, let me
Chayil.
Let me play that again.
Strong's H2428. Chayil. Chayil.
It says strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army, strength, ability, efficiency, wealth, force, and army, right? So that also, matter of fact, I got a coworker now, man, that basically his chick just left him for another dude, and this dude was basically spending his last dime just to spend time with her, man. And that goes to this wealth, man. Your strength, give not thy strength to a woman. And like this Jake, he basically destroyed, man. And so going back, and and ultimately going back to the clip, with the lady, what you said, these women carrying out, they carrying out man because they slick, they always trying to come up on whatever. They always looking to find another man, looking to find another man that they can manipulate, that they can control. That's all they care about is total control. And that's what the Yahweh Shah said, right? He said, loosely paraphrasing, the Lord had created a new thing on the earth, where a woman shall compass a man, right? And that goes to the women that, the woman that, cause that video actually explained what a woman can't have any control over a man. That she do certain things, publicly shame, get the laws involved, and so on and so forth, just so she can get back that control that she once had. Okay, and let's go back and read not second Ezra, but Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. So the Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and point would be in verse 26, but we'll actually read verse 25, all right? Because King Solomon, he said, I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I have found more bitter than death, all right? He basically said that he found more bitterness that came from a woman than he saw a man die. You know what I mean? Like, he seen more bitterness than death, period. Like, people die every single day. But the bitterness of a woman is more than people that die every day. You see? Right? So, Ecclesiastes 7:26 again from the top, and he said, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and net. All right? They always plotting and planning, trying to figure out how to maintain the control of the relationship, trying to call itself, oh, saying little shit like, I can do anything that a man can do, all of this shit like that, man, which is, for a fact that Yahweh Shah said that the woman is the weaker vessel. That does says the scripture. Okay, so then they never will be equal to the man. But in their mind, they have those snares and those nets. They always trying to trap. All right. And it says, in her hands as band, whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her. So the way you please Yahweh is by taking heed to these words. Okay? And that way you escape. If you simply just do like the first precept, have a rule over your own spirit, that actually starts the process of you avoiding these type of wicked ass women out here that's walking around in the modern day society. Okay? Because many you put rule over your own spirit by keeping the commandment to your best of your ability, then you start to escape from the snares and the trap of these wicked women. All right. And he said, but whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. The sinner, the ones who refuse to not take heed to this word, man. Okay. And so let's go from there. And we read, most of the consequences, which is First Ezra, the 4th chapter. Which this is just gonna be a quick lesson, man. It was just things that I witnessed, and of course, Elder Matter Zakbar just did another lesson. Elder Apostle Gabar, they did a lesson based on, the women. Like, what was the lesson that Elder Matter Zakbar just did recently last night? What he said that the title of it is when shit hits the fan, don't expect a Israelite woman, expect a Israelite man to help the women out, man. Because these women that act like this, that have little ulterior motives just to trap up, expect you a man of the Lord, they ain't gonna get no help. They gonna be assed out. They ain't gonna, they just gonna be destroyed. And it's a wrap for them. Because we going to turn our back on it, just like how they did to us in this society. And just matter of fact, when you listen to Elder Apostle Gabar, he said, we going to remember those things. We going to remember how you did us when we was down and out, right? And it's going to be the same thing, man. That goes to that shame shall cover her. Matter of fact, let's get that. Before I read the First Ezra 4 and 26, let's get that. Micah 7 and 10. Micah chapter 7 and verse 10, right? Because it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, right? Those women that's working against you at every time you try to make progress, she's working against you, all right? Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her, and now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street, okay? And so ain't gonna be no help. All right, she's gonna be trotting down at the mile of the street. She's gonna be one of them dead bodies, and that goes to the 2/3. So, my Akadar, he just did a lesson with what she called her the rapper named Sexy Red. Now her new name is Stinky Red. She came out and just admitted that her private area was, was stink. Talking garbage can stink, right? And she's out here bragging and boasting about it, and that's wickedness at its finest, man. Definitely go check that lesson out, man. Which I will actually share it in the community tab. But going back, and this is First Ezra chapter 4, and we'll actually start at verse 13. Okay, and it said, then the third, and matter of fact, when you read the beginning of this chapter, it goes into the power that the king can hold and how people will take heed and listen to it. And then and then this particular part that we get ready to read goes to the power of a wicked woman. Okay, and it said, then the third who has spoken of women and of the truth, this was Jerubbaal Zorobabel began to speak. Babel, all right, Salakia, began to speak. O you men, it is not the great king nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that is sell. Who is it then the rule? Who is it then that ruleth them, or has the lordship over them? Are they not women? Right, and it's asking the question: are they not women? Okay, and it says women have borne a king, and all the people that bear rule by sea and land, even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyard from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men, these bring glory unto men, and without women cannot man be, right? Of course, because we need women just to give birth to our seed, right? And it says, yeah, and if man have gathered together gold and silver and any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely and in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? Right. So this is these men are desiring her beauty, right? And it says, and have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly things whatsoever? A man leaveth his father that brought him up in his own country, and cleave unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remember neither father nor mother nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do you not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? And see, that goes to that simp nation right there, the danger into that. Okay, you got, matter of fact, let's read. And it says in verse 23, yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, right? And see, you got men out here that will actually really do that to this very day. They go rob and kill and then bring back what matter of fact, when my aunt Kadar did a lesson on that on Stinky Red, I remember seeing a little short video clip. It was a video clip of a guy asked her what was the sweetest gift that you have that you received from a boyfriend on Valentine's Day. And she went on and explained the story about how the dude went and robbed somebody, and he gave her the money that he robbed. And she said that was the sweetest thing ever, which is lines up perfectly with this very scripture. Let's read that. It's First Ezra 4:23 again. It says, yeah, man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon the river, and look upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoil, and rob, he bring it to his love. Right? And that's exactly going to hence the title, the danger of giving your strength to a woman. Because not only you done that wickedness just to appease that woman, okay, just to get her attention, now you're going to eventually have to suffer the consequences of those actions when you rob and you steal and you murder somebody just to get those spoils, just to please her. You're going to suffer those consequences. Because what Yahweh Shah said, what? God is not mocked. Yahweh is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to bring that same wickedness right back around onto you. Okay? And when that happened, guess what? That woman that you was so-called appeasing, she going to go on to the next man. You know, in the manosphere, they call it monkey branching. All right? And reading on verse 25, and it said, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servant for her sake. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. You see? And that goes to giving your strength to a woman. So if you don't have no rule over your own spirit, then you're going to be that individual man that give your strength to a woman. All right? As a matter of fact, in this today and age, we're gonna let's look up the definition of simp. All right, we got the Google definition right here for simp, okay? And it says a silly or foolish person. And then you got going down to Wikipedia, it says a simp is an internet slang term describing someone who shows excessive sympathy and attention towards another person typically someone who does not reciprocate the simple feeling in pursuing of affection or sexual relationship. Let's see. Let's look at this question. It says, what does simp mean in slang? Simp in slang for a person, typically a man, who is desperate for the attention and affection of someone else, typically a woman. All right, and that's pretty much the point right there. Desperate. All right, ultimately going into having no rule over your own spirit. All right, so and that's basically what a simp is, and there's a danger in that, because that very person who is desperate for the attention of a woman would do anything, like a damn crack addict. He'll do anything just to appease that woman. Okay, so we read going back, and that's the simp behavior, right? And so when you read First Ezra 4:26 again, it says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits. Okay, when you go to the word wits, it means they mind, right? For women, and became servant for their sake. Many also have erred and sinned for women. Okay, and that ultimately goes back to giving your strength to the woman, right? And so, I wasn't trying to make it too long, so let's end this off with Proverbs, the 7th chapter. Proverbs chapter 7, and read verse 25. Okay, and actually, this whole chapter is a beautiful chapter to read, man, because when you go to the very first verse, Proverbs 7:1, it said, my son, keep my word and lay up my commandment with thee. Keep my commandment and live in my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy finger, write them upon the tables of thy mind. And see, that lines up perfectly what we just got to reading in Proverbs 25 and 28. Basically, the first three scriptures in Proverbs the 7th chapter is basically telling you to have that rule over your own spirit. All right. Now we jumping down to Proverbs 7 and 25. It's giving you warning. All right. Matter of fact, we read 24. Proverbs 7 and 24. It says, hearken unto me now, therefore, all you children, and attend to the word of my mouth. The words of the mouth, the words of Yahweh Yahushua, this holy Bible. Verse 25. Let not thy heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her path. For she has cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chamber of death. All right? And that is the danger of giving your strength to a woman. Okay? So, Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. Shalom. Shalom. And Kwam Yasharala, Wa Barabal, Shalom. Until next time, Shalom.